Good morning, New York City. It is a very wet, very gloomy Wednesday morning here in Lower Manhattan. I'm on my way to work and I'm just deciding on what I want to talk about today in the vlog for day 5 out of 30 for vlogging and uploading every single day to YouTube challenge. So even though it's rainy, I want to find some time later to go shoot around despite the rain and talk about my photography and some things I like to shoot when I'm out and about in New York City. Hey guys, what's up? So today got super busy and I wasn't able to go on my usual walk where I vlog and talk about something for the daily vlog, which I'm doing for the next 30 days. But I'm home now, it's getting late and I still haven't uploaded, so I wanted to still take the time to show some images and videos of how my day was with all the rain and the commute back to my office and from home. And I also still want to talk about this guy. This is the Ricoh GR Digital IV, not to be confused with today's more modern Ricoh GR3. This camera, the Ricoh GR D4, which stands for digital, came out in 2011. So it has a very similar body to the Ricoh GR3. This came out over 13 years ago and still has that really super pocketable look and feel, point and shoot of a camera. So I'm going to be talking about this today and why this kind of camera is still relevant today, even 13 years later since its release date. So I wanted to touch on two main things with this camera, the Ricoh GR Digital IV, and it's talking about what it's like actually using this in 2024 and who this is meant for really. Now, I got this used off Facebook Marketplace for around $250, $275 actually, and I can see it going right now on eBay for around $350 to $400, so I did get a pretty good deal on it. I think this camera is really fun to use. I think also with the fact that point and shoot cameras are not only in because of their stealthiness and their pocketability, which is definitely a very pocketable camera, as you can see. There's something about that old school, early 2000s retro digital look that is becoming like the new film. And the images that come out of this camera, I'll share some of them in this vlog if I can edit them in, come out to this very washed, almost dirty look to them that you would get out of maybe a normal film camera. Now, nothing beats film. I'm not saying this is going to replace your film camera, but if you like shooting digitally still, not paying for film, and having this really small, very stealthy look to your way you take photos. So shout out to any street photographers out there that are trying to be incognito when shooting on the street. Then you might want to consider picking up one of these older GR digital models or look into the current GR series, which have higher megapixels and faster sensors, bigger sensors. Now, because this came out in 2013, this is a 10.4 megapixel camera. Now, how does that translate in 2024? Well, as you can see from some of the images and images you can check out on my Instagram or my threads, they come out the way I actually want to edit a lot of my photos these days, whether I'm shooting on my Fujifilm, which is a 24 megapixel camera, or this camera, which is just 10 megapixels, there is almost a character and look and feel to the images that I really love out of this camera that are a real joy to work with, edit with, and post my daily activities with. So even though this camera is over 13 years old, it has a feel to it when shooting that is very slow. I'm not saying the autofocus is blazing fast. It's definitely a really slow autofocus, but it has that stealthiness to it, and it has that look and feel of a old digital camera that makes you really appreciate this older kind of model. And when you're out on the street shooting, because it's a slower sensor, I am a type of shooter that loves to enjoy my scenery and take my time, and I don't really shoot a lot of action or movement. I like to really capture, the stiller moments and the more boring and ordinary moments of when I'm out and about on the street. So a camera like this, that's from 2013, totally still works for me and the way I shoot images. So if you're the type of photographer that enjoys that, you might really enjoy these older Ricoh GR digital cameras versus trying to pay for and also find the higher priced $1,000 GR3, which is really popular right now with a lot of photographers. And you still get that really slim, stealthy look. I think this is just a little bit smaller than the current GR model, and it still packs that super stealthy look and feel and grip to the camera that's super one-handed, and you have all the functions and dials that you would get for that. It has the f1.9 aperture, so you can shoot in fairly low light. It's not amazing, but you can still get away with it. And in case you need a little bit of extra light and want the look of a flash, unlike the current GR series, the GR Digital series has these pop-up flashes, which are really fun to use, especially at parties or when you just need a little bit of extra boost in light to get that sort of really retro 2000s look. So this is not a technical review by any means, but this is just me talking about what it's like using a now 13-year-old digital camera point and shoot when I'm out and about on the street and going about my way of shooting photography. So I hope this is helpful for anyone that's really interested in the Ricoh series. I'm going to talk next in my future vlogs about shooting with older Fujifilm cameras, and I'm going to try to get myself some of the newer models for the GR series. And yeah, I'm going to talk more about photography in this vlog for those of you that are interested in that. But anyway, still wanted to post today and keep this one short and sweet. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.